Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Rainbow Radio, live 92.4 FM and DAB+.
My bro,
Ebusiano pay me ma a year Aqua Baba Rainbow Radio so 92.4 FM. Emra ya yedui a legal yani a BWF Solicitors for Ebetritrin Komo. Lawyer Eunice atna say it mesre wa bomodiana fa a year with telephone wo na wo questions how person obisa lawyer and what na say there you ready oko a BWF Solicitors a Facebook page a live Samson Alba Rainbow Radio Facebook pages so a live Rainbow Radio UK yes streaming live why Bomodiana Ebomodia Ekacha Dofun mo say BWF Solicitors atna se what na kwentu mu ache inkrata asem a di wunya ekwa be so kra na betimi de webusuafo efri eye Ghana ababeka ho ewo eye UK okra me kwi wa brabwemu edi enkra ene eye live in the UK test edi enkra no no what is here see English language a year requirement and ukra ye ya me pray do anyone and a lawyer ababet na see e be kono ne amana kwaba lawyer e mo akwaba
Major so Dr. Ren Pacho now what to say
Oba the other room me ho ye pa me ho ye. Your friend is saying, we dey free me am say me nsa kwaka ekomi a bibi so. Ah, and yen hwa de ye de eye enkomo bi ebe hya se na menim se wo enkomo bi e de maye ansa na yakoye nsemu a.
Oh, and that made kind extra you'd see from Kofa almost saying on Rainbow Radio, FM, so and then also on Tune In. Kofa almost sharing Facebook Live, YouTube, so me chamuni na me dan yam say and the day mabeka yensa yami inshira na. As we do yes, Shasia with your topic na yeah updates no towards the end of the program. It's saying Udi Campbell so no Dr. Ren. It is to do with Nkofra omo besa omo either the life in the UK test and that's a English language test, no, but they have some form of physical and also mental disability. And to me, Emma Omo emphasize test, no, and so yeah, be mu kakra na yes, yeah, they and no ashe program, no, I say.
Jo, ene yen komo ye can life in the UK test metati. Ye dey life in the UK test no. Ye dey kra.
Into so what kind of life in the UK test that we'll share your immigration rules that of course you name say nkofra omo koye naturalization into what person be a British citizen na so yes our life in the UK test but any omo nkwa na life in the UK test oh sound so could apply for indefinite leave to remain and yet obia or apply for indefinite leave to remain and a best test no nkola and yet test no but majority of applicants are almost indefinite leave to remain applications, no, yet start life in the UK test. Almost share that MR definition, but the test involves looking at things like the history of the UK politics and other things like culture and other questions to do with uh, general living or should I say information in regards to their air coastal air UK mining. Into when they say life in the UK test, they just want you to have some form of awareness in terms of how people live here in the UK. And almost say test, no, there's about 23 questions and you have to score 19 out of those questions. Into so score 19 there and they will pass it. But say you're below 19 there and they were failing, it means you have to go and redo the test again. But they said it's about 45 minutes long. But nkurɔfoɔ bebree use either their book nti sɛ wowɔ sika a wobɛtumi akɔtɔ book no anaasɛ woyɛ obi a wotaa wɔ wo phone no so a wobɛuse saa life in the UK app no I think say it's just a few pounds nti ɛno no saa no na wode esua at least wobɛsua bi kakra. I know crampo say bim crampo ewo classes a wɔyɛ based on saa life in the UK test no nti sɛ wopɛ a wobɛtumi ahwehwɛ classes ɛbɛn wo sɛ wobɛtumi akɔyɛ because nkurɔfoɔ a wɔn nhyɛ da anim computer mu no they are the ones who like to go to the classes because wɔn nim sɛnea ɛbɛkɔ nti they need a few classes to be able to know say oh okay say this say na yɛyɛ no nti mekɔduru hɔnom a na ankɔyɛ asɛm foforɔ nti that is in essence what the life in the UK test is all about.
Na lawyer we dey mebusa o. Ye ni
Aye,
exception bi a wo say bi a wo bi anko school onim akenkan onim
aye.
atwerɛtwerɛ a. Ekwan be na saa nipa kro be fa so because ye hwe ye community no a
Yeah.
ye maame no mo dodoɔ no ne ye aunties ne ye uncles dodoɔ no a nyame anim no kure ni wo mo bɔ mo ho mmɔden nanso ɛba akenkan ne atwerɛtwerɛ no a ayɛ de. Ni saa nneɛma
Aye,
no ekwan be so na mo so
yeah.
be fa so a
I think so in regards to nkurɔfoɔ a ebi a wɔn anhyɛ da ankɔ school no nti na me suggest classes no because me nim paa sɛ yɛn nkurɔfoɔ bebree titiri anhyɛ da ankɔ school ankɔ akyire ebi a wɔn kɔ nursery anaasɛ ebi a krampo no wɔn kɔ primary school ebi mu
ebi kura
krampo
nkɔ bi.
a Ebi kura mpo ankɔ
Mm.
bi. But because
Mm.
of phone nti, phone no ama obia ehu biribi kakra. Nti
Mm.
sɛ wankɔ school no kura mpo da, wonim sɛ phone wei a mekita yi, sɛ metumi ɛfrɛ obi. Nti nimpa no a mehwehwɛ no no, ne din ɛstarte with say this say. Nti ɛno kura mpo ɛbɛma wɔn esua biribi kakra because wokura
Mm.
phone. Ɛna wonim sɛ kurom hanom deɛ sɛ woyɛ adwuma a wontumi nka sɛ wonka borɔfo sɛ wote
Mm.
borɔfo wawa bi ɛkɔka w'adwuma mu hɔnom
Mm.
that basic borɔfo no a wonim no at least it will help you go a long way because sɛ woanka borɔfo no koraa woyɛ obi a wohyɛ dɛm na wonyɛ adwuma nkɔlaa no so ɛne wo nka borɔfo phone no koraa mpo wonni bi deɛ a ɛndeɛ na akɔyɛ asɛm because ɛno deɛ nokorɛ nim wontumi nyɛ test no because to you no wonnim hwee nti adeɛ no sɛ wontumi ɛnyɛ test no ebi wɔ hɔ a it's just because they don't have the confidence but I also have clients a ɔmoyɛ aunties ebi mo koraa mpo are over 60 who have tried to do the classes and have passed the life in the UK test because by exemptions now almost say those who are below 18 ɛne nkurɔfoɔ a wɔyɛ 65 and over no ɛna wɔyɛ exempted from taking the life in the UK test as we
Mm.
know it. Nti sɛ obi saa ɛrekɔyɛ test no na ɔyɛ 64 a still na ɛyɛ sɛ nipa korɔ no etumi esua adeɛ kakra. Wensua adeɛ a there's no way a wobɛtumi ayɛ test no. It is not general news way mental questions a wobɛtumi aka sɛ oh, okay metie news nti metumi akɔyɛ. Ɛnti saa. Nti when it
Mm.
comes to yeah normal life in the UK test now, they've made available books, they've made available app into when it now helps you to be able to also prepare classes no crown so they don't even advertise it but so one can say call Google so now we'll type it say open life in the UK test centers and I say classes in regards to life in the UK. Ubenya bi. Nti eno no sa no. I know so the test is £50, but so wohwehwɛ mu na wonya revision classes bi a na wetin no so kana ukọ na at least wetumi esua bibi kakra because those between 18 and 64 there so yeah unless you are saying say you are below 18 and I say you are 65 and over those will be the only people who would have exemption nti sɛ wankɔ school koraa mpo no a classes no bɛtumi aboa wo nkakrakra but sɛ woyɛ obi a wonhyɛ dante borɔfo sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ so a ɔmo ɛwɔ UK hanom ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ saa English language no nso because it's not just about the life in the UK but ɛyɛ sɛ wote borɔfo ɛyɛ sɛ wotumi ka ɛyɛ sɛ wotumi twerɛ nti ɛno so saa no ɛka ho.
Mm. Mm. And yɛnhwɛ ɛyɛ English language requirement no. What is it? Ɛyɛ dɛn a?
Sɛ yɛka English language na yɛ immigration rules no ɛho ne sɛ wokɔyɛ test bi a ɛbɛhwɛ wo borɔfo sɛnea wobɛka no sɛnea woredi saa ahoma no sɛnea obi kasa a wobɛtie and then wo nkyerɛwyɛ no nso nti sɛ yɛka saa English language test na yɛbɛka sɛ yeah, test say you wait to me. I communicate in Brofo Casadum. Into when it comes to the English language requirement, usually no make say only degree and I say only masters and I say only PhD to say a doctor already yeah. Then of
Mm.
course you will have to take an approved English speaking and listening exam. And no saa no,
Mm.
it depends on immigration status la or but say wokɔyɛ indefinite leave to remain a sɛ woyɛ test na ɔmo require sɛ wobɛyɛ test no at an European Common Framework level B1. Nti ɛno no saa no na wokyerɛ home office foɔ no sɛ wo borɔfo no akɔ anim kakra because ɔmo wɔ ɔmo
Mm.
levels. You start off with level A1, level A2, level B1, level B2, level C1, level C2, which is the highest. Say why akusi level B1 a ɔmo nim sɛ at least borɔfo no wobɛtumi aka wobɛtumi ɛne obi aka nsɛm to a certain point nti ebia wo borɔfo no is not as advanced as obi but at least sɛ woka na wo ne obi ɛɛkasa deɛ a nipa ko no ɛbɛte wase nti at least saa level B1 no kyerɛ mo sɛ wetumi ehu borɔfo kasa no mu a bit more. Of course, yeah, obia na ako school to say senya wokaye no. Nti eno no sa no, they just want to be able to communicate with you. Senya ombe who say, oh, they are woka no, yet yes, yeah. I mean, we have people from all over the world. EU, for example, on back room ha, on shed out and say brofo, but they have to find a way of communicating. Into brofo no, almost near and kakra and kra. Into and also sa no, say also me echo ho classes. Say on nim senya nkofo bookie cramp na ma obi mboa na bookie classes maybe because I don't know and shed anything and yet to say computer so senya life in the UK test na etie. I don't know you are making sure say you are communicating in a language that the person understands. So we obi a free one of the English speaking countries that has been stated in your immigration rules Nadia. Then you don't even have to worry about this English language test because no sir no they are saying say you are exempt. Into obi to say Jamaican ni and I say obi a free Bermuda most of the Caribbean countries no come under the English speaking countries. There's only about 18 listed countries in your immigration rules, and most of them are Caribbean countries. And then the only ones that are not in the Caribbean are places like New Zealand, Ireland, Australia, and that is mostly those ones that are outside of the Caribbean. And then you have USA and Canada. Into apart from these five countries, all other countries, no, they are not known as English speaking countries. It's so
na just say Ghana, yeah, Cameroon, we are not.
No, you're not qualified as an English speaking country under your immigration rules. Yes.
Hey, now Commonwealth, you can being colonized by British,
Oh,
you can bro for you can.
yeah, Debbie. So it's mostly to do with should I say, Caribbean countries who, should I say, received their independence very later on in the years. It's only a very minority of countries, and make it our list. No, I mean there are countries here around the UK that don't even qualify as English speaking countries. And see, I think say when it comes to immigration rules now, almost no completely different to what we have as a general knowledge and as an understanding of what an English speaking country is. But based on your immigration rules, if you're not part of most of the Caribbean countries, and I say US, and I say Canada, and Ireland, and New Zealand, and I say Australia, there, and the patch of what almost say, either you have a university degree, which is a master's or a bachelor's or a PhD, which woyɛ wɔ kurom ha anaasɛ woanyɛ no wɔ kurom ha koraa mpo no a woyɛ wɔ Ghana, you have to show say woanya ECTS approved confirmation says saa English language test na wotwa no, it is something that has been approved by ECTS as meeting the required qualification level into ɔmo bɛ actors for no ever share with qualification na onyaayɛ no, and then they will assess whether it meets that required uh, should I say graduate degree or master's or PhD, and that sa university degree now one it was taught in English. And so actors has two different things that they do in regards to SAR applications way. And then of course when it comes to nkurɔfoɔ a wɔn need degrees now, they will have to do an English language test at an approved secured English language test center. Into it can't be anywhere. It has to be by an approved secure English language test center because omo wo cameras a omo betumi ahwe say saa nipa we a also obeye test e ono ana obeye test na enye nipa foforo bi na ebeye test no. They also have these security checks in place. That's why they need you to do it at an approved test center. So any approved test center there and they want to me and use so and no for any application in the UK. But when it comes to your English language and your life in the UK, I know that there are so many people who may not understand who may be able to do it and who would not do it. But that's one of the things that we'll be looking at.
Yo, lawyer, wait there, better was say. I think say it's very unfair. Say yeah, colonized by British now, yeah, considered as English-speaking country. I think the lawyer see Mumbo Modiana won't take up the challenge. Now, yeah, Modiana petition be a bit to me and I boy union more. Anyway, you are still tuning into a Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Yeah, what DAB Plus so sounds near Alexa so. Yeah, BWF Solicitors and a train come Eba no mmeremu nsɛm de a wɔn edi ntintima wɔ mu almost 30 years ɛnyɛ agorɔ koraa Uncle Bernard ne n'adwumafoɔ wɔn bɔ adwuma yi maame nkaa wɔ so sɛ wobɛtumi afrɛ ɛwɔ 0208-133-4646 anaa 0208-133-1134 WhatsApp line nso wobɛtumi asɛn wɔ voice note anaa wobɛtumi afrɛ ɛwɔ 077-71950989 na meka wo so sɛ bɔmmɔden na tell a friend to tell a friend na ɔmo bɔmmɔden na ɔmo continuing BWF Solicitors ɛne na ɔmo twetwe nkɔmmɔ lawyer mebusa wo enti no wei no na ɛba ne saa wɔn mo na yɛ required to take a year test ne mmienu nyinaa ɛyɛ live in UK test no ɛne English language no ɛhwan mo
Enti sɛ wohwɛ yɛ immigration rules na it is particularly for nkurɔfo a ɔmokɔyɛ ɔmo naturalization nti sɛ also wopɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ British that is one of the requirements that you will need in terms of application no? And then you have those who are applying for settlement and that's the indefinite leave to remain. At the beginning, no, now I was saying that not everybody who is doing an indefinite leave to remain application will do life in the UK test and that's the English language test. It being to say EU for EU national sending with Busia for and answer for munya based on almost retained rights. And no sano, there is no requirement say someone yes I life in the UK and I say that knowledge of your language and as an English language ever chrome her. And then you have nkurɔfo a ebi ɔmo yɛ nkɔla a ɔmo ayɛ 7-year rule application nti ɔmo yɛwɔ ɔmo wɔ kurom ha ɔmo ayɛ application for indefinite leave to remain because ɔmo yɛ 7 they will not have to take that English language test and as a life in the UK test. And as a nkurɔfo a ebi a yɛn ka ne sɛ ɔmo abɛtena kurom ha based on outside immigration rules and say omo character based on discretion and answer visa. Those people don't take the life in the UK test and answer English language test. But in 50 omo ebia nkofo omo 2.5 no so into application as a parent of a child, a British child and as a settled child and as a child that will be 7. And as a application based on the fact that we are spouse of a British national and as a settled person and as a EU national and we are in pre-settled status. So application ni be na okoye indefinite na obeye sa life in the UK any English language test ni be. And I said obia for instance yen can say waba UK chrome ha as students. It is a requirement say obey English language test no. And I said Uber UK as a skilled worker. It is a requirement say obey English language test no. And then if you are going to apply for your indefinite leave based on the fact that we are student and I say worker, skilled worker, for when you're applying for settlement and I say indefinite, I say we are life in the UK, any knowledge of your English language and also so. And these are things that you will have to consider when making your indefinite leave to remain application. So yeah, na untime enye bako enja bako. You have to do the life in the UK test, and then you also have to do the English language test at a level B1. And no saa no medical ka sɛ sɛ wowɔ degree di a ɛndeɛ ɛho nhia sɛ wobɛyɛ test biara because woatumi ayɛ English I mean woatumi meet saa English language requirements. But life in the UK ne deɛ sɛ wotumi yɛ. And the good thing about the life in the UK test ne sɛ woyɛ no baako a it is for life expired da. But with the English language test no, when you do it and you don't use it for an application, yeah, it expires within 2 years. And so we share requirements that it will always say an English language test which has been taken at least within the last 2 years before the application was made. Nti no saa no na wɔkyerɛ sɛ woyɛ English language no before a wobɛyɛ wo application, but it hasn't been 2 years since woyɛ saa English language test no. Whereas the life in the UK test ne deɛ, it is for life. I know say most people so ɔmo bɛyɛ a ɔmo bɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ oh my yeah me life in the UK test did but English language ne na meaning say me yeah me say I know so we English language no wetumi ayɛ life in the UK kwa dia definitely ubetumi ayɛ English language test no because life in the UK no I think say yeah den crampo saying English language no because kurom ha woyɛ den kra wobɛka borɔfo womba ama wanka borɔfo a wobɛka borɔfo wɔ abɔnten wobɛka borɔfo wɔ adwuma mu nti no paa deɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ.
Yo lawyer we there yɛbɛda ase na mamenka wo sɛ wobɛtumi nso afrɛ lawyer obi de ɛyɛ voice note bi aba but ansa na mɛbɔ voice note no mamembusa sɛ ɛyɛ physically and mentally disability ɛno wɔn a wɔwɔ we dem sɛ call mamemfa call no na we are memfa question no ensom that course the way ɛɛba no mamfa. Hello, good morning, lawyer Eunice ɛwɔ ha sei.
Good morning, doctor and lawyer.
Good morning.
Doctor, na okay say lawyer ka say English you know yamfa Ghana account. Doctor me me ntibrofo so me Ghana no.
The odi dey bia kaka ayo na he ma me no mu a. Odi e bi sa question.
I'm study am say. English nyina na itimi ka. Enti na omo dey ye ka o say yen no because Ghana for me as well any day. Lawyer we dem pacho me question on me busama makonta. Or 60 or 64 years or because 65 na or see me buta or ko adwuma de. Me buta say obetimi like the UK no and English test no obeya na or 60 or 64 next year or 65 years. You know be say or say dia e hono o nyata 65 na omo ye exempt na so omo de omo so obeye mu ba kwa na ewu which me pacho lawyer.
Yeah, that's
Okay, into say eba exemptions na me di kan aka say nkofo a omo ye under 18 any nkofo omo ye 65 and over ne pe and omo ye exempted. Into say with this 64 so yeah but so person train there I will still advise on train na or this 65 na on ye English language in a life in the UK. But one brain bang 65 there and the patch of brain what did say so soon now yeah.
you yeah that's it. Young
Lawyer me pacho let us onya 65 and onya emu bia English na
There be
onya mu bia me pacho.
patch there be into one year movie.
Oh okay and over train.
you
Doctor me that.
yes yeah that's it. And I feel mrantem na wonti enya ne de. Oh lawyer my member odiumia na maba say wo mu a omo wo physically and mentally disability no will any of them meet these exemption na if it's very sufficient for them to meet the exemption but ntie yentie old way no.
Patron, send me who say housing associated with repair. Se wo claim why be affected cancel ana omo insurance be a betua na cancel na betua. That's it.
Lawyer Pacho, what the question? I mean,
no
voice
man
note
say,
ni okay, my
Pastor,
member ni
beginning
biem na
no man say.
yo.
Good morning, Doctor and Lawyer Eunice. Patron, send me who say housing associated with repair. Se wo claim why be affected cancel ana omo insurance be a betua na cancel na betua. That's it.
Okay, and so in regards to housing associations, no, they are linked to your local authorities and I say your councils, no. But say repairs I say yeah, because ABR will tap any juma will ceiling no A2 plywoods never from no a those kind of repairs no a housing association for no and then some sa ejuma no. And so bia ne tenancy agreements as long as you have your tenancy agreements, no terms and conditions, no ever will say repairs. Repairs are to be done by blah 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 blah, and then it will have a clause within a certain time period. Say almost to me, yeah, repairs, no A B C D. And so it's very important. Say as much as possible, no the home and I said the housing association no are informed of these should I say repairs that have to be made. And if you have told them time upon time na enye ho hwee a, you can go ahead and tell your local authority say where the kind aka kyerɛ housing association for no say some year repairs on wo tap and I say some year repairs on say but still na ɔmo ɛntumi ɛnyɛyɛ dɛn na ɔmo betumi ayɛ aboa wo. And I know say with most people no will contract and answer with tenants na wɔwɔ no will tell you the time periods when that is supposed to happen in terms of repairs na somewhere to fear no.
Yo, lawyer, offer for one man, so far, my mother now, man, so ache. Lawyer Eunice, have BWF Solicitors. With our question on area, you call your WhatsApp line.
Yo, good morning, Dr. Ryan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lawyer Eunice.
Good morning.
Manyetini.
Hey, manye, tete.
Drama.
Sweet 16.
This is. Yeah, me too. Say more about life in the UK and the English test, you know. Yeah. Also, me too much kakra. Na me be me wait. Na o test mo. Oh, we India. Penimuk kakra one ku school na. And I say even no etutuni kakra mawa. Yen KT consult for yɛde ho ato life in the UK no wode wonim hwee koraa ɛbɛtumi aguide wo nkakra ma wo classes na ɛbribiri nneɔma ani so ama wo sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛyɛ familiar with some of the history ne ɔmo life ne culture no ɛna afei nso ɛba no English B1 ne nso a nyame adom KT4 yɛ ho ade paa nti neɛ yɛde yɛ immigration applications biara yɛbɛtumi aguide wo wopɛ koraa kwan a yɛfa so a yɛyɛ listening and speaking exams na nkasa 1-to-1 no metumi akoach you because nyame adom yɛne ɔmo ne yɛ adwuma nti no I can coach you nsɛm a yɛbɛbisa ne sɛ nea wobɛsi fa kasa na ɛtumi aboa no apase na yɛde certificate nti wei deɛ mebɛbɔ me ho adwa kakra
Yo, manye, yɛdase. Na manye when you born where you idea nature say you be din komo on the back side na ja ehunu hawa.
Mate.
Yes, yɛdase. Yenko ahoma ne so lawyer with the facha me no man line is why hot. Hello, good morning. Lawyer Eunice ewa ha say.
So, my person is that you the next way period our industry stay and just 2.5 so but on industry stay at
But I'm say feedback akrebu wo ho ntino o kasa na wo tie wo ho ntino ye nti wo question ye nti message wa uluwa radio no na we bisa wo question.
But you na me see me person me who say let's try few ways indefinite stay so and I say and one no and yet 2.5 na person who so indefinite stay so right.
You lawyer, but
Okay.
what's a question?
I also per se or yeah application for fee waiver because okoye indefinite into enye 2.5 no so. And I
Hello,
think so who say over to me apply for fee waiver na.
that's all I
Yeah.
have a question on.
I'm part of what the question and oh yeah, know the amount.
That's all.
But what say?
Yo, it does. Hello,
Okay.
Bacho, what it? Oh, but they are too so. Lawyer Bacho,
Okay. Okay.
I know man.
In regards to applications, no, when it comes to indefinite leave to remain applications, no, say I maybe also even in regards to your main topic, no, there are different types of indefinite leave to remain applications. Oh no, no, they're not say 2.5 nibi. So I'm guessing say or your application as a parent into or your application for indefinite leave to remain based on the fact that um what's not a chrome her as a parent of a child for a 10-year period, let's say. In no sano, you are saying say because oh yes application no, it is based on uh, family life with this child. And also sano, they have that fee waiver request that you can make because ABA wogye benefits anaasɛ sika no a ɔmode ma wo crampo no ɛnso anaasɛ woyɛ part time adwuma wongye benefits sika no ɛnso baabia nti application na ɔmo ɛka sɛ ɔmo gye over £2,400 no wonya saa sika no ɛma ɔmo ɛnti wokyerɛ ɔmo sɛ wowɔ bank statements for 6 months anaasɛ woyɛ adwuma kakra a wo pay slips for 6 months nie wo tenancy agreement ɛnyɛ because ɛkyerɛ ahe a wotua every week anaasɛ every month wo expenses ɛnie and based on wo expenses ɛne wo income na wogye no there is no way a wobɛtumi etua home office fee no nti ɛno nso saa no so ho.
Yo, lawyer, I'm say council ne aye association dan ho nsensem na we are no. The pakoni bisa say and intiaba ne sa why na betua council and say insurance company de betua.
It will be up to the housing association to pay for it because obviously your terms will say bibiba na a something that the housing association is supposed to repair, then they will go ahead and make those repairs unless your tenancy is in say housing association will not be liable for any repairs whatsoever caused by you. Nti no sano na say ukoje insurance to be able to say and they send me to me and making sure say repairs be a bit me no na send me to me yam yangasa my dear. It depends on the tenancy you have as well. But in most cases, housing association for no will be able to make those repairs.
Yo, lawyer. Mamenka will say Uguswa Wuti a Rainbow 92.4 FM. So yeah, with DAB Plus, Samson Alexa, and so yeah, the BWF Solicitors and Airtree and Como Efa Embremu and Semo. Lawyer Eunice and a ye won some ano ediama. Lawyer, but your mammy bisa a year or question we mechano brofum na media call a year a trika same. Will any physical or mental disability be sufficient in meeting the exemption? Say ebia will be a dem and now would them be is it sufficient? I'm between meet a yes a year requirement.
Okay, and see, so we share immigration rules, especially in regards to yapping this call now. When it comes to obia, let's say or disability, they are looking specifically at a disability into me Emma Nipakrono ensua adie. Into because Nipakrono into me nsua adie ninti saa nimpa no there is no way a to me I life in the UK test and I say star English language test. Into let's say obia onye onim kasa into mumu into saa nimpa way on to me enkasa And so you telling that person to go and do the English language test at AS or Casano, there's no way over to me ISR test no. In no sano, the person will need to get medical evidence from the relevant medical practitioner. Into usually you have specialists for those that look at the different parts of the body. Into just like you have specialists for the eyes, you have specialists for the ears, you have specialists for the mouth, you have specialists for every part of your body. And see, as long as that relevant medical practitioner is able to say, "Zanipa way," or yeah, Obia Untumen Kasa, he was diagnosed at this point in time, and there's no way over to me ISR English language test because there's no way over to me Kasa. But I say,
lawyer, so muna memo atoa so. Yenko ahoma no so na mewia na mama wo atoa so. Fast free me. Hello, good morning, no friend for lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors. Ewa ha wo mu yi wonsema ano ama.
Hello, good morning, Dr.
Good morning.
Good. Lawyer, it was a privilege seeing you last Saturday. Thank you, Lawyer.
Oh,
lawyer,
you're welcome.
go abasu. Obi say we share wo.
Saturday.
Lawyer, it's you.
Very good. Lawyer, me pacho, me braba so na ni yoye yi opesa okofa ni manu eba Africa. Pacho, is that a privilege or a chance so bit you I know expert and I'm kolana you know so also we TB test na lawyer. Thank you.
Okay, last question first. Under your EU appendix EU and I say your door agreement, no, there is no requirement to do the TB test. I mean, some people do it, but there's nothing wrong with it. But there is no requirement say oh yeah TB test no. And then in regards to the fact say wait to me higher priority service and when it comes to applications for family permits and I say appendix EU no. I've not intentionally seen any priority service available in terms of applications. No, when you say priority service for settlements and visit visa applications, it might be said they may have something like that available, but me who that because of the fact that usually priority services are for more settlement routes no so and I say they are coming on 2.5 which leads to settlement in say no sano they have priority service available and I've seen that for visit visa applications as well but me share down who priority service for EU applications no into it might be said there is something like that available you might have to do more checks on that.
Yo, hello, good morning, our friend for our friend, lawyer Eunice, 18.
Good morning, Doctor. Sorry, I'm the one sending the message.
Okay.
I want to be clear. What happened was, it's been going on for a while, but something has been telling people to come. They will come and see, we're coming back, they will not come. My toilet is in traffic, end up in the garden. After send somebody like almost 2 months now. They're not coming with me. So in this specific claim, because I don't want these people to sit there. So who is going to because
what does it say in your tenancy?
But not lawyer Busa was sem na pacho na tie.
Yeah.
What does it say in your tenancy? What tenancy no when they are responsible for the repairs? Yes, so you have to keep chasing them up.
Cancel.
So then you
lawyer
need to
says,
report it.
What they are, you need to keep chasing them up.
And media cancel.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to keep chasing the council up unless you are fed up and you are telling yourself you want to do it out of your own.
2 months now. If you flush the toilet, you end up in the garden. They've been coming and see and council send people to come and repair. They came and said, we have to order with about 2 months now. So my God, terrible.
Mm.
So who is going to, if I claim, because council, I complain to council, and council send people to come and repair. So they
Do you know
think
what?
if they are
Call
like,
me after the program and then we'll
Dear,
discuss it.
I'm said we are assembly and here more diagnostics. Nti bomodi lawyer say bomodi na friend after program no na one want to trim come. Why?
but some better you make it just fast. For them, you know that part.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Cause one yeah, Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Na lawyer be you won some no eno e de amawo. Lawyer pacho to asuna na be
Yeah.
bisa ba disability ne
Yes.
mentally challenge people.
And so now make I say the same person who is mute no, saa nimpa no, they can probably do the life in the UK test. Someone to me and English language test no crampona. They can probably do the life in the UK test because ebia omweni ehu ade. And a life in the UK test no, we are computer so. Nti sɛ wobɛtumi asua ehu deɛ a, then you will be capable of doing the life in the UK but may not be able to do the English language test. Nti somebody like that, you will definitely be able to do the life in the UK. Unless you are saying, say, you are mute and you are also blind. Nti no dear, there's no way I will be to me I hear life in the UK test. And I said there's no way I will be to me I hear English language test no. And I said obia onse asem dumb person nti ɛno no sa no na wɔka sɛ saa nipa wei no because ɔntumi ɛnte no there's no way a ɔbɛtumi ayɛ English language test because so wobisa no asɛm koraa mpo a ɔnte koraa mpo ɛnyi wɔ ano and then in regards to saa nipa no there's no way a ɔbɛtumi ɛnyi wɔ ano in terms of the questions that you will ask them. Until they may be able to do the life in the UK test, but they may not be able to do the English language test. And then for people who may have some form of mental disability, ABR, it might be that this person who has a mental disability, there are different mental illness, but depression is not an excuse or will not exempt you from doing either the English language test or the life in the UK. And I say, oh, baby, to say, a mild form of psychosis. Those kind of things, you have to have strong medical evidence that shows that ɛnyɛ ade a wobɛtumi asua ɛnya nteaseɛ nti ɛno no saa no sɛ wohwɛ adeɛ no koraa mpo no a ɛnka wo tirim nti you have no retention and there's no way you'll be able to learn it. Nti te sɛ woka sɛ woanya dementia anaasɛ Alzheimer's those ones there ɔmo nim sɛ woka kyerɛ nipa korɔ no sɛ ABCD koraa mpo no a in the next 5 minutes wobɛba no nipa korɔ no werɛ afi koraa mpo sɛ ABCD nie nti usually they have to get medical evidence which shows that ɛnyɛ ade a wobɛtumi ate ase anaasɛ wobɛtumi process it within your cognitive senses to be able to relay the information back. Nti ɛno no saa no sɛ wo mental illness ɛte sɛ deɛ mekaeɛ no na woyɛ obi a wobɛtumi asua adeɛ. It doesn't matter whether you've even been within Section 2 of your Mental Health Act and they have basically held you within one of our mental institutions. As long as they think that you are somebody who can understand and process information, they will still say you are able to take that test, either English or life in the UK. And it is up to the evidence that you will give to them. Into say your medical evidence now or they more some medical evidence no should show say and yeah they will to me are processing information to be able to do the test. And I said, if you have a physical disability, there's no way you would be able to understand because you can't hear or see or you can't speak. Into there's no way over to me. I get that test no. Into it's very important whether it is a physical disability and I say a mental disability that they are able to show say there is no way that you can process the information to be able to respond and answer, to be able to give an answer. And see, and no, no, I'm not talking about mild things. If you wouldn't say, oh, say, ABI, yeah, the mental institution crampo na, then that should be enough. That is not enough to show, say, oh, mental illness and answer disability. Ebema aka say we exempt. It has to be very severe form of mental illness, such as even Alzheimer's or somebody who has dementia, to be able to say, there is no way I stand in panel able to me ISR test way. And so those are examples, but it's not an exhaustive list of nkorɔfo a wɔn to me. Like I said, they are exempt from making or doing the test for life in the UK, and I say your English language and so into when it comes to the mental and physical disability, it has to be very serious in a way that they would say there is no way you can do the test.
Joe lawyer, we there yebeda say. Na ugusu a wutie Rainbow 92.4 FM and our sugusu a wutie no. Yani BWF Solicitors and ayetwe eye enkomo and pay e wo fia say. Lawyer, update be e wo ho a wetimi di abayana.
Okay, so in terms of immigration law, no, there isn't really much of an update, but I just wanted to mention to Nkofa applications for either divorce into non-contested divorce, where there's no ancillary relief because you are not doing any applications in terms of property and assets or. But in regards to Nkofa application either by themselves and answer de ever a lawyer who say on application or a currently our system has changed into no fault divorce applications where it is simpler and much smoother to make the application online on for lawyer for no my HMCTS for individuals are more it is generally on the .gov.uk website. In no no application now with the copy of marriage certificates at so I application no, and then you pay the court fee of £593. And also sano say mumie no mujidi say maware no egu na mo ka say because mujidi say maware no egu no, both applicants can say they have agreed and now said they are making the application jointly to say aware no egu and they want to have a divorce. And see, it was not like before where it's as if one person is against the other. The previous divorce system was adversarial. And see, it's almost as if say nipa baako say I don't want this to go on, and the whole divorce process will be prolonged. And then if there's no response from the other person, and then twice or but with this one, say at least crampono say nipa kono and responded because bia on person over your divorce ne dia. Then they go ahead after a period of 20 weeks to grant decree 9, which was previously known in our first divorce system, but it's now known as a conditional order. Into that conditional order, no, will tell you say courts no happen so say obesumi in your divorce and sana almost the divorce certificates no so amount. Into in regards to that process, if it will last any longer, it will last about 6 months. And then for those who are in agreement, say almost every year start application no jointly to say almost year divorce no, it will take much less time than the 6 month period because mummy no mapre so say ampa aware no muntumi entena biom muntem atete kra inte no sa no mutumi aye no jointly say ya mubetumi enya divorce no entem. That is in regards to nkofo a omo divorce no. And then you also have those that I know that when it comes to your applications for EU applications no. Ebi mu bisa sɛ me EU ni na metumi akyerɛ sɛ matena ha before 31st December 2020 still can I make those applications for my family members now? Yes, you can make it, but it's only for your direct family members. Nti obi a ɔyɛ wo yere anaasɛ wo kunu anaasɛ wo ba anaasɛ wo maame anaasɛ wo papa anaasɛ wo nana. Those are the only people that you can make applications for. Woba EU kurom ha na ebia woba UK no yɛfiri mu but na wonkita EU passport. 31st December ɛbɛpa ho no ansa na wobɛnya wo EU passport. So it is sad yeah, you were not an EU national by the 31st of December 2020. Nti ɛno no saa no, either say wokyerɛ sɛ woyɛ family member of an EU national, wontumi ɛngyina wankasa wo so ɛnnya saa EU settlement pre-settled status anaasɛ settled status no. So wotumi kyerɛ sɛ na woyɛ a family member of an EU national because ukoye application and say na oye EU national applying for that EU settlement are because one of the questions that they asked during the application na say were you here in the UK before 31st December 2020 and of course say na o hanom dia they are expecting to say you were here as an EU national. So if you were not here as an EU national, and yeah, dear, omode sa pre-settled and I say settled status no ebema. So it's a requirement say now is which say now you're EU national would say a chrome have before 31st December 2020. And yes, dear, then you have to make the application as a family member of an EU national because then also in here nkurɔfoɔ bebree da so frɛ mɛtumi aba a yɛfiri mu yɛbɛtumi aba no unfortunately the only way a woyɛ EU ni a wobɛtumi abɛwura UK kurom ha anaasɛ wobɛtumi abɛtena UK kurom ha is if you apply for either a skilled worker visa or a seasonal worker visa or a student visa. Those are the only avenues that government no ama sisia in regards to your EU nationals. But of course, the on visit, just visit there, then that is also available to you. In no Sano, so to me, chess over visits or return tickets, over Srobi. It's the almost bizarre questions for airports now. Nim say I am a ticket name investor be keke. Mesa mechi ako. That one you are given a period of at least 6 months. Saying obey to me, abetina na wasen wichi asanya call back. Yes, that is in regards to a few things I just wanted to pick up on in regards to your updates, you know.
Your lawyer, that's it. Now, lawyer, I see lawyer Eunice. My barber asked lawyer Eunice, I came on a visit. My dad is a British citizen. I am above the age of 40. I want to find out, is there a ways and means legally that I can also get a stay using my dad, who is a British citizen?
There isn't much information in that because she's only spoken about her dad, but one can't assist now or no one can say no or into Abia.
No, visit visa. And what they are
okay. Okay. Visit visa, dear. Unfortunately, to me, and can say, switch it. IABB based on no papa. Because the immigration rules no crampoka says that be a application as an adult dependent. So I need chrono or your application as an adult dependent. So to me, say or your rebi and as a disability be only support and treatment when you chrome now free no. But I don't think that she falls under that category and I say he falls under that category. And I say, or can say, be a papa in your indefinite answer na year one. If that is the case, then she will have to also show that ne papa no you're British answer na year one because of our visitor, I'm guessing says she wasn't somebody who was born in the UK. Into so wait to me actually say none papa you're British answer na year one or dear, then maybe she will be able to make an application to say she's either registering depending on her age or she's naturalizing as a British citizen because of the fact that ne papa British and I say or yet ne application as a British citizen no on that young one and so yeah British now sana year one but I'm not completely sure in terms of how she can use her father. I think say she will have to return and I say on fraying after the program to see ask for consultation.
Joe, where the time check now is exactly at 10 a year, 1 past the hour 10. Now, you need a BWF solicitors for an entry common. Lawyer Eunice, a year, if you high in a digging common, come on. Lawyer, I'll say, I am a disabled person. I want to go and bring a friend's daughter from Ghana. How do I go about it? I don't want her to come as a visitor. I want her to come and stay, school, and continue. The child is only 8 years old.
Or say na down for eba. Na
down
for no. Na down for no way. Want to mean confirm.
Down for no Ghana or no UK or no a British citizen.
And to say because a chrome they take trafficking very seriously. And see, even if the person is over the age of 10, crampona, nipa chrono, eba chrome they want to understand why that child is coming to a country where their parent is not residing. They will ask questions. They want to know. They want to understand. Say, akole ya, ebia, ne mame, ene ne papa, na se ne family relative bia enti krum ha. Den na akole we also obet na obinche. And because of that, because of cases such as Victoria Climbly, girl no fi way was it Gambia or Sierra Leone, where the auntie Ekofane by maltreated her and then didn't give her food. It's an organized and therefore the child ended up dying in the house of her auntie. Na yeah, ne auntie and kaza. It was just obi a wakafana ba o kacha ne say or the Nubeko school obey. So they are very particular about things like that. Into akola ne mama ne papa no ewo he. Say ne mama ne papa ti ase dia and the papa bebre untumi nkofa akola no unless you are saying they are dead into who adopt akola no. That will be the only way in which she'll be able to bring that child.
Yo. We there and they say lawyer kind of bomodiana to me a free lawyer. Na lawyer and the wo entry a year and come send you to me a concept anymore. Your final question Doc. This is from Bright or say I want to say a very big thanks to BWF Solicitors. They have been very helpful to my partner who was having difficulties when she came to this country, and we are very grateful that they have been able to help my partner, who can now work legally, travel, and go home, back. That's everything. It was very, very hard for us when she never had a document. This is a congratulatory message to BWF Solicitors and all their staff for working hard for Ghanaians living in the United Kingdom. There's a way the lawyer, you bomb about when so every nana kwame or say lawyer Mr. Wa Frefo awo frem modiana every BM na me pick a call no quickly na obey me last call and that lawyer etumi enewo edi enkomo lawyer way every nana kwame was say doc yam BWF solicitors about so mama why na woma bo me amabodi aboa me amakumi akofa me me ma ene me yere every o my Ghana mu e de aba enti we de se wonim na kwame was say about so body a wo de bo BWF solicitors no no when so every mame saba or say BWF solicitors 10 years ago I had issues and problem with documentation and thankfully they helped me and I'm now a British citizen. Lawyer assembly and a man for a day bomo abaso. Ediana a chatwa or the mema a tifo. Na that's an if she be muswa at why you made so.
Mame nso ɛnda ɔmo ase sɛ ɔmo ɛbɔ yaba so. Edwuma na yɛyɛ no, nkurɔfoɔ ɛnhyɛ da ehu sɛ we are providing service not just for the community, but we are also changing people's lives. Nti sɛ obi ɛbɛka saa nsɛm wei na ɔde to dwa sɛ obia ntie na at least ɔmo nya some awerɛkyekyere from that then it means that we are also impacting people's lives for the better. It is not just a service as in we are just providing legal service to just people within the community, but we are helping people also progress in nneɛma a ɔmo betumi ayɛ ɛwɔ kurom ha. Nti yɛda ɔmo nyinaa ase. Nyame ɛnhyira ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nso ɔmo abɛbɔ yɛba so. In regards to just the general topic that we were talking about, yes, there was so much said in regards to your English language test and your life in the UK test. Saying my tea ever boss so once a brofo and as I want go school and over to me I come home classes omo from home KT education consultancy number no ɛwɔ your Facebook no so nti wopɛ sɛ wofrɛ ɔmo a ɔmo number no ɛwɔ your Facebook so sɛnea wobɛtumi aka sɛ ampa me English language test anaasɛ me life in the UK test menhyɛ da ɛnte asɛ menhu so nti mepɛ sɛ mekɔ ho classes ɛno no saa no wofrɛ ɔmo a na ɔmo talk through what they will do in terms of the English language test na okoye no, and then they help you with the life in the UK test as well. I think say this is something that most people should also consider. And yet you are just doing it to be able to progress in terms of what immigration status or ever krom ha. Definitely give the classes a go because the name say yeah, EU for no, they definitely take those classes seriously. And I know that even people from Asia, China, and all those other countries also do these tests and are successful. Say, opinya bibi saa there and there and also ewo ho emma. And for those who may have some form of disability, so ujidi pan say ɛyɛ adeɛ a wobɛtumi asua a and their classes no patcho yɛ even if it is a few pounds now. Don't think about Zikana Woods. Think about the fact say so at least what to me yeah sa classes now not at least wait to me I can say oh yeah sa English language test and I said oh yes our life in the UK test I pass it and the fact that you will be passing means that you'll be able to have a successful application in the end and see my boss no not make I say it has to be a serious physical or mental disability untumi processing information senior over to me I test no and say and no it's a case by case should I say assessment done by the caseworker within the home office into partial bebree. Some hear more information in regards to anything I've spoken about and I say, yeah, family law saying mema and no updates and our crown say or civil litigation matter. Do not hesitate to contact us. Yeah, main office line 0208 493 7340 and say 0208 493 7340. Your office is not our Seven Sisters. You be every Monday to Friday, apart from bank holidays, no. You be from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your fourth floor of Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, no so. Postcode near N154NP. Into N154NP. Into me and Kasame number outside of office hours so a year 075 35 81 3910. Into 075 35 81 3910. Dr. Rain with our super break.
Yensu ebeda wase yeda eye promise nana bob ene eye Helena Foster woman so ehwe kama ewo eye Facebook so sanso ena wo mo hwe yi na wo Rainbow Radio UK Facebook so yeda mu na mase mo amofre yi na so yeda mase next week Thursday sa pepepe ene ebeye no dwumedie no de bia ya ye de boa Ghanaian community ene ye nuan mo ho a omo ni nkrata ntinemre ni dua mesre wa menda no ho pocket lawyer bomodi ana friend ebusa question lawyer Eunice beto ne boase na we yi nsem no anu ama maka cho say sometimes ana mo bu wa wutu a I say we de bosume ba ko wan hwe ni ya no akwa konya wrong advice na afedi I take you yes na afi beka say hey me ma me bi na tiga na no o ma me so bo mpa ye de ama wo mesre wa emre we enya bedupe a bomodi take advantage and ask your questions lawyer anapay ye da say
Miss Vedas.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.